All right, we're gonna learn how to put a secondary line onto our already established IV set. Now you remember we added potassium into our normal saline, so this is what we call a secondary line. You can actually run 2 medications on 1 pump, and I will show you how to do that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this bag, we're gonna spike it first. I forgot to tell you that within your secondary line set, see how it says secondary set? Okay, you want to make sure you have that. Within that is this little hook. And this hook is going to help us, help the machine know which infusion it wants to draw the liquid from, because they're both going to be open. So what you want to do is the primary, this is the primary line, okay, and this is the secondary, right guys? The primary line has to hang lower than the secondary, okay? So what you want to do is you want to take the primary bag off of the hook. You want to put this through the top, okay? And then hang this off of your machine. Now see how that lowered that bag, right? Now we're going to hang our secondary on the hook itself, and now it's above the primary, so that when we program the pump, it's going to draw from the higher fluid for the secondary, and then once that's empty, it'll start infusing the primary fluid on the bottom. So then we're going to spike our secondary tubing just like we did for the primary, okay? You want to take it out of the bag. You want to make sure that you're not in a rat's nest, as most of them make when you come out of the bag, okay? So you have a continuous flow here. Again, the slide clamp, close that off, okay? You don't want that fluid just infusing into there. We want to maintain control of that. As nurses, we like to have control, right guys? Okay, so we're going to maintain control with this. Some of them have an air valve, and basically that's just pop it open, and it allows air to enter into here, which could help with the flow. We're going to leave it closed because the majority of the smart pumps don't require that anymore. But it's okay, you can still use it. Again, you're going to take off your blue. Now this is a used bag. Hopefully it doesn't know it's going to... maybe. Has it been spiked before? No. Oh, I wasn't sure if that was a used bag, guys. I wanted to make sure that I wasn't going to get wet. Okay, so it's sealed inside. If I take this off, that's very sharp, that end right there, and that can poke you, make you bleed. So be very careful. Again, stick it inside your hole. Push it up, okay, and you saw the air bubble go up. That means that I've spiked that through that seal in there. Again, this has got a little bit of a line here, so you can go in above that, it's okay. Squeeze that and fill up with fluid. Once that's done, you want to take and you want to open your clamp and watch the fluid go through the line. Can you see it? Here it comes. And as you get more proficient with this, you can go quicker, okay? But starting off, you're going to be slow. You get to the end, and you see the fluid fill in the cap. Can you see that? That's when we want to stop it. So we stop the flow, okay? Now what you want to do is, boy, how is that going to connect to the patient? It's not, okay? What you want to do is you want to have an alcohol pad, and the alcohol pad is going to be to clean the hub. And the hub is on the primary tubing. Remember the primary bag? Remember all those ports we held upside down? You're going to go to the top port closest to the bag. You're going to clean that hub, clean it good. We don't want germs, okay? And then you're going to take your secondary tubing, okay? And you're going to uncap it. And sometimes it's hard. And then you're going to push it in. There's a little valve here. It's a plastic valve inside of here, like this, okay? Don't be touching it like I am because that's contaminating it. But I'm showing you, okay? So you clean it real well with the alcohol. You take this lure top and you push it in. It pushes that plastic in and you twist it on. That's now connected to our primary line. We can actually open this up and it will not infuse. Okay, so now we're open and we're open, right? So we should be able to infuse if this was actually in a vein. I got to get that working for you for Skills Lab, okay? You would come in here and you would be able to program this to a secondary line. We're not really worried about that this semester, but I just wanted to show you that you can program this to add a secondary. So you would turn it on and you're going to put in, so our primary line was normal saline. So we push the N and we push the S, okay? And we hit OK. It's not going to do it. Of course it's not. Care area, let's not, all right, so we're going to go to options. It's not going to let us because we do not have a formulary in here. So, hopefully I'll have this formulary for you by the time you get to Skills Lab, and I can actually show you how to get the secondary so it infuses over the primary. But that's how you connect a secondary line to a primary IV. That's it, guys.